How's it going, everybody? So, don't really upload much anymore, obviously. Um, but I wanted to speak real quick on the case with the Ma'Khia getting shot. I'm not really on that topic, I guess, because what more, what more can really be said about it? It's a shame. But that's why you don't go after people with knives, especially in the presence of a police officer that's armed, or anybody that's armed, because I would have made the same decision, especially if I was protecting my family or protecting, anybody really. So I'm not going to get into that. I will get into um, CNN reporting on it and what I see a lot of conservative outlets on YouTube saying, oh, they're finally reporting on it honestly, and they're reporting on it, in a way that's fair and honest. And look, mainstream media and Black Lives Matter have been collaborating over the past year, and they each have their own agenda, right? Black Lives Matter has theirs, CNN and mainstream media have theirs. Now, for a long time, it was to get Trump out of office in regards to CNN. And in regards to mainstream media on the left-leaning side, it was to get Trump out of office, and I strongly believe that Fox is in there as well. But besides that, okay, BLM has their agenda, and if you look at some of the reports coming out on some of the tweets that BLM has just released, they just called out Biden for sending more military equipment into their neighborhoods than Donald Trump did. And I strongly believe that CNN reporting on that shooting has nothing to do with being honest. It has nothing to do with turning the tide. It has nothing to do with them being, their ratings dropping. Although that might have something to do with it, I don't believe that that's a real incentive. What I do think is happening is these temporary ties that were created over the past 2 years, or a few years, or whatever, however long, they're starting to fray. These knots that have been tied together are starting to break apart because the agendas are starting to separate. I think that BLM is showing their more radicalization and their more radicalized side. And I think that CNN and mainstream media want to break away from that because they know it's not going to get far. While I'm shocked that it's gotten this far, they're not going to succeed in what they're trying to do. And the reason that they're not going to succeed in what they're trying to do is because if they did succeed, there would be no position for places like CNN. And more importantly, there would be no places for the elitists politicians, and they're not going to give up their seat. So BLM will not succeed in what they're trying to do, because the minute that they become useless pawns and they've served their purpose, the establishment will not hesitate to stomp them out. They'll be declared a terrorist organization, they'll be stomped out. It'll go underground, and it'll come back up in another decade under a new name, new title. And if it serves the the power at that point, they'll play it that way. If not, they'll stomp it out again. This is a reoccurring thing. The only thing that's different this time is that it has been played against us so much. It's never, I don't believe that it's ever been really amped up and like really amplified the way that it has been in the past couple of years because of this recent election and because of the 2016 election. Donald Trump really stirred shit up, and the establishment really, really needed something to get the power back, and they did. So, what I believe that we're watching in regards to Don Lemon and Cuomo saying that the shooting was justified in not so many words is not them being honest journalists. I don't believe that this was Don Lemon's opinion. I believe that he was given orders to say this, he was given orders to represent this certain way. And same for Cuomo. We're watching the ties separate. We're watching the front line break down. We're watching this alliance that the left has had with the media, that Black Lives Matter has had with the media, that Antifa has had with the media. We're starting to watch that fall apart, in my opinion. So we will see if I'm right. But I just kind of wanted to get this video up so that I could say, hey, this is what I think is happening, because it makes sense to me. All along, rather than fight back against the stupid shit, all along I've said they're going to fall apart eventually. And as I just said, eventually their use will be no longer. And the establishment will stomp them out themselves. So I really believe that's what is going on. I think that for them to think that they're going to get away with another year or another summer of burning shit down in cities is outrageous. It's not going to happen. And you're already seeing more militarization in inner cities to protect the inner cities because of BLM, because of riots, because of the problem. So Biden's not going to deal with it. Biden is full 100%, 150% establishment. And anti-establishment has served the purpose to the establishment. So I bet they go away soon. Maybe not real soon, but this is the start of it. So let me know what you guys think. Take care out there.